when I would leave an AEW event, I would feel my frustration about different things that I was dealing with. But then one of the ways that I would feel better about it was I would think about the people who I like so much. And I was able to kind of chop it up with them and like, hey, man, am I off here? And a lot of them, agreed or whatever, differing opinions about how to handle it. But they were just great folks. And I don't want people to think that I'm bitter and negative about AEW in particular. I loved everybody that was there. So Casey Thompson, there's controversy surrounding the In-Ring Wrestling podcast. Who would have guessed? From you telling Vader to learn how to work to saying that Lex Luger was a jerk, there's been some moments that have really caught listeners, viewers' ears and eyes here on the In-Ring Wrestling podcast. I never expected to be in the heat spot, but that's where I find myself with some of my recent comments about AEW and Tony Khan in particular.
Well, when this concept came up, we said from the beginning that we were going to tell everyone, we weren't going to sugarcoat anything. We're going to tell everyone exactly what we felt, how we seen, how we perceived our perspective of professional wrestling. So not everyone's going to agree with what we like and what our perspective is.
One of the things that I wanted to do, though, was to just jump in quickly and kind of talk about some of the things that I liked about AEW, and in particular, some of the people that I liked. My goodness, the good people more than outweighed any negative thoughts that I had about the company. I messaged my friend Will Hobbs the other day, and I wished Powerhouse Hobbs a happy birthday. And that's one of the things that got me thinking about, I got to talk about my friends that are there. I got to talk about people that I know. Our mutual friend, Billy Gunn. Mm-hmm. We love him. He's awesome. He's incredible. And he's a part of AEW.
Right. Yep.
That's somebody that you've known for how long?
Oh, God. Man, I knew before either one of us got into business, his friend Foster owned a gym, and my friend Chris Castellano owned a gym. And Foster and Chris were buddies, and we used to go out to lunch together, all four of us. I was like 15 years old before any of us got into wrestling.
Yeah. And when I look at somebody that I didn't know, like Swerve Strickland, for example, I met there and I knew him and, got to know him and appreciate not just his wrestling skill, but just the person that he is. And of course, Prince Nana, who I've known for 100 years. He's fantastic. And of course, Kenny Omega, always a solid guy. I didn't get a chance to work with the Young Bucks very much. I think I said hello to them a couple of times, but I've known them for years and years and years. Adam Cole, we didn't get to work together very much because of injury in AEW. But, somebody I've known since he just was getting involved. Hangman Page, love that guy. I had great interactions with CM Punk when I was there. And hold no, bitter feelings about his departure. Cody Rhodes, I have just tremendous respect for him. And we still are in contact. And, John Moxley's great. Claudio Castagnoli, fantastic. Love that guy. Always appreciated his athleticism. Roderick Strong, people that I've known for years in Ring of Honor. Did you know Roderick Strong from Florida? Did you know Roderick's dad before he got into wrestling, or before Roddy did?
I might have. I can't say yes or no. I don't remember everything. I did know, Roderick. Roddy was down in Tampa wrestling with the IPW, Ron Nemi's group there. But another one, he's a backstage coach, one of the nicest guys ever in the wrestling business, a really good friend of mine, Jerry Lynn. I talk to him quite a bit. He's how you doing? He's just a great guy. It just sounds like he's whining when he talks. But that's just Jerry.
That is. And a true metalhead. Jerry Lynn is. Yeah, he's fantastic. All the announcers that I worked with, Tony Schiavone, Nigel McGuinness, of course, Alex Marvez, love those guys. Just great. The ring announcers, Bobby Cruz there now, and just the people that I met and interacted with, like we would travel from the hotel on the bus. And that was where I kind of got to know some of the people that were new to me, and because I was the new guy coming in, and some of the people that had been there for a while, like 2.0, the tag team. Daddy Magic became, because he was doing some commentary too, so we were always interacting and always working together. Thunder Rosa, Spanish announcer, Alvaro Riojas, Alex Abrahantes, all of those announcers that we all worked together and had a great time. Speaking of working with the announcers, the production team was beyond great, fantastic, out of this world. Mike Mansory, the executive producer, a wonderful guy, does the best Hugo Savinovich impression that I've ever heard in my whole life. Just awesome. All of the technical staff, the lighting, the audio, the camera people, they were great. Our floor directors, the stage managers, Stevie and Drew and their team, treated us like we were guests in their home. They made us feel so welcome. When I would leave an AEW event, I would feel my frustration about different things that I was dealing with. But then one of the ways that I would feel better about it was I would think about the people who I like so much. And I was able to kind of chop it up with them and like, hey, man, am I off here? And a lot of differing opinions about how to handle it, but they were just great folks. And I don't want people to think that I'm bitter and negative about AEW in particular. I loved everybody that was there.
No, of course. People, they hear our perspective and, some of it's good, some of it's bad, but that's reality. But the fact is, neither one of us are bitter about the business.
That the wrestling business is. So make sure that you listen, you like, you subscribe, and you share each and every one of these quick opportunities to be a part of the In-Ring Wrestling Podcast. And, of course, full episodes are available all the time. Special interviews, special content, new things always happening right here with Casey Thompson and Kevin Kelly on the In-Ring Wrestling Podcast.